Let's go with introductions. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the chat to the stream. We have old faces and new faces.
Mhm.
I think the new faces improved the situation remarkably. So
Good.
we're in a good track right there.
Mhm.
And welcome into the Wild Coast is the Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition game that we're running. My name is Lesson Learn, or at least I go by that name on the interwebs because that's how we roll. We have 3 players with us today or evening. So let me start. I have to look at my secondary screen to see. So let's start with Rob. Character is Braith. Could you introduce your character, motivations, etc., etc.?
Yes, certainly. My character is Braith the Butcher. He is a cleric of the war deity Cord. He is honest to a fault and resolute in terms of his personality. His ideals are to strive for truth and provide hope in the cruel world. His bonds are his faith, which guides his conscience, even when in doubt. And his flaws is he's known as the Butcher to many because of his actions, a name he wears with distinction, and he is somewhat prejudiced to his enemies.
We'll continue with Griffin, who is also running our stream tonight.
Yup. Hey, everybody. I'm Griffin, and I'm playing Kix the Shield, the Dragonborn Battlemaster folk hero. He's a cool and calculating individual. He's a hero who stands up to all challenges. Those under my command and responsibility come first, and I have an immense ego and delusions of grandeur.
And last but not least, Clove.
Hi, I'm Clove. I play Lilith, a tiefling archer who is cold to the center but may warm up to the team. We don't know yet.
Note, you notice that everybody was given their flaws, etc., which is part of the character.
Yes.
We do that in the opening and closing of the game, not only as a reminder to the audience, but also to myself because I'm very forgetful. And that if you play to those strengths, the group gets a bonus to their XP.
Yep.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
Oh, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Just to, it takes a little while to get used to it. I borrowed that from a completely different game, which we also played for a couple of years. So, yeah, as we used to do in this. So let's jump in. You might notice if you are on stream that we have the big map. I still don't have Lilith on the game. The link should be in the second link should be. Let me create a link just in case.
Did mine not work? I guess.
No,
Sorry
that's
about that.
fine. That's okay.
Yeah, you have to actually send the invitation.
Well, that's a separate thing.
Yep, there we are. Thought I had done that, but I did not. So it's in the Discord. There you go. If that doesn't work, then I will create another invite just for you.
Yeah, hold on. So much is happening.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, I think I didn't give myself an extra point of hit die, did I?
Yeah, I just
Or
took
no,
the average.
So while our character, Lilith is joining us, guys, you level up. What did you do?
I took the average for the hit points, so I just gained like 5 or 6 or whatever it was, and I put my 2 ability score points into strength, so I can at least get my strength up to a +3 now. So it makes more sense with the character.
I've gone ahead and put my strength up to a +5 and my intelligence up to a +3, and I've just remembered that I had hit points.
Yes. Well, you got 13. You got max.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, I'll take that.
Yeah.
I definitely want to double check my math and make sure everything's like good, but I like that roll.
You guys went back to Narwhal after you dealt with the situation in the in the home of the alchemist. Lord Thadrian, and you're back. Braith, you you get a call from somebody, somebody checking out that Lecha Sabaton, the priestess of Elona, wants to speak with you.
Ooh, is she going to sing a song about war?
Well, she's not more of a warrior deity, but she is, and I'm going to put it on screen so everyone can see it. That is her, and she wants to speak to you at your convenience.
Yes, I will. Actually, real quick, I guess like a history. Do I know who Lady Sabaton is?
Yeah, she's been serving for well over a decade and a half in this area. You don't have a personal relationship with her, but she is a cornerstone of the community nonetheless. So she's the priestess, right? Elona is the deity of forestry and the idea of man coexisting with nature, right?
Right.
Loggers, rangers, a lot of rangers follow her, especially in the areas around the Wild Coast. And by the way, I kid you not, one of the name of the forest is the Gnarly Forest. Just so you know.
I like it already. It makes
Yeah.
sense. I will see Lady Sabaton as soon as I can.
Okay. Are you going to go by yourself, or are you going to bring anybody with you?
I have That's a good question. I have no qualms bringing the party if they wish to accompany. Does Master Kix and Master Gar and everybody else, do they want to do stuff or no? You want to come with me?
Master Gar is too deep into his lukewarm cup to is like he kind of growls something about not wanting to do anything.
He's probably hanging out. He's probably hanging out at that inn he rented out for a month and a half with with everybody else. Alrighty, Master Kix. What about you, sir?
Kix probably at this point is like taking a break and just like indulging some glass blowing at this point because it's a skill he has that'll never show up. Gotta love those proficiencies, right? So he'll just kind of look over to Braith like, what is it that you need, Braith? He just spins some glass.
I didn't realize you had talents, Master Kix.
Oh, I have a few, and it's good to always have something to do.
When I was younger, I used to do wood carving myself, but then I discovered swords and axes. Anyway.
I think I tried once, and the first thing I made out of wood burst into flames. Oh, well. So now I forge things.
Makes sense for you. Have you heard of Lady Sabaton?
I don't think I've had the pleasure of meeting her.
Well, she has requested an audience specifically for me. I wondered if you wish to accompany.
Well, if you need a friend for it, but it just sounds like a friendly visit, right?
I just wanted to ask before I go.
Okay.
Common courtesy, you see.
Kix will go ahead and put what he's working on down, close up the forge, and tell some assistant around here to just not let the fire extinguish. So he'll go ahead, take off the leather protective apron, and put on a nice shirt, and he's ready to go.
Sounds good. I will then visit Lady Sabaton as soon as I can.
Mm-hmm.
I assume she is at a temple of some sort?
Yeah, she's in potentially the one temple, which is the Temple of Lona. And she is there. As you see her, she's wearing the clothes that you see there. And I'll put it again to show players. I believe everybody can see it. And she says, "Oh, welcome, my children. It's been some time." Brave, is it correct?
Yes, I give her a courtesy bow and I say, "Lady Sabaton, a pleasure."
Well, I never had the pleasure of having a royal title or noble title invested in me. Not that I wish it. My lady gives me all the blessings that I need. Talking about the needs of my lady, and she sort of signals you to sit in one of the pews.
Of course.
She sits beside you. And she says, "I have a need of an escort."
An escort?
Yes.
For yourself?
Exactly.
Oh, more than a courtesy call. All right.
You see, there's a bit of a problem that my church has had for quite some time, and that is that there's a temple, an abandoned temple, deep inside the forest, and I wish to reclaim it.
See. Really? A temple to Alona.
Yes, the temple is known as the Temple of the Unicorn, and as such, it is a sacred grove to my lady, and so I wish to go there and dispense with, shall we say, the affliction that he has upon it.
It has
Right.
been cursed.
Yeah, I guess that brings up the next obvious question. It wasn't abandoned without reason, was it?
No. When the war started, the priests there feared that they would be caught unawares deep inside the forest. And so they tried to enact some protections, which it did. However, as I understand it, it was not the orcs that, shall we say, besmirched the temple. It was a follower of Obad High.
Why would Obed
Brave.
High? Yeah, I know. Religion, I guess, on Obed High. Is that normal practice? I got a 7.
You do know that Obad High and Alona, ideologically, they're not in alignment, but ideologically conflict.
Yeah.
But why would, and mostly the followers of Alona are priestesses and rangers and like followers of Obad High are mostly druids. It's called the Old Faith. But the specifics of how and why they would do this, you have no idea. Other, so you have only surface knowledge of what's happening,
I see. I see. Okay.
or how could he have done it, It is my understanding, and my lady has given me visions, that this individual failed in his attempt to take over the place, and in the process was cursed.
See.
It is my wish,
Mm-hmm.
before my time is due upon the mortal realm, to free this temple from this curse and restore it to the glory of my lady.
I can think of nothing better. I suppose then you definitely know where it is out there in the woods, don't you?
I have a vague idea. I don't have. One of the reasons why I would need an escort was to help me to find it. I know that you have traveled deep into the southern lands and explored quite a bit, also heard.
Yes, that
So
is
perhaps
true.
you would be the perfect persons for the job, as it were.
I suppose we're the ones tasked with going out and keeping a little bit of order out there in the wilderness.
Mm-hmm.
So it shouldn't be too difficult if we can just stumble into it. Uh, and if we can be prepared. How do we prepare for a curse?
It
Well,
depends on the nature of the curse itself, actually.
I've gathered the materials to lift the curse myself, but getting there and being able to do the work uh, deep into in a hostile, perhaps hostile territory would require, well, some assistance.
Right, so we'll escort you there, take all of your preparations, and once you're there, you can handle it all, and we'll just protect you.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, it sounds as simple as can be.
Mhm. You're here. For people who want to know, this is the overland map, and this token with a sword is a token that is used for the party as they travel. So that's here, right here. I'm pinging. She tells you that is in this general direction, near or across this river, the Jewel River. So, if possible, you can travel there and with her, and she will assist you. She said
Wonderful.
it'll take a couple of days to get everything together. She already has the material, but she has to, do preparations. And when she's ready, she will send for you, unless you have something else in mind. In which case, she is willing to delay a little bit, but she also expressed the fact that she might be afraid that if campaign season starts, which is where raiding really picks up, which is late spring all the way to the fall,
Yeah.
it will be even more hazardous to do so.
I meant to ask before: is Alona and Cord, are they on good terms as deities?
Yeah, she is of neutral / chaotic good.
Okay,
So yeah, they're in good terms.
just checking.
Not necessarily allies, but they don't have any major conflicts per se. Perhaps she might be more entertained to guide people and look for peaceful solutions. But she also has a martial side, right? When it comes to defending the wilderness and wildlife and loggers and those who live among and near the wood, her followers can be also, not all of them, but many of them can be pretty aggressive as well. I guess you got a lot of rangers follow Alona.
Right, roger that. Okay.
And she also has crossover with elves. Elves tend to find her. She's a human deity, but she kind of overlaps with the she does have strong allies in the elven pantheon as well.
Okay.
In fact, you didn't notice it at first for her long hair, but she the Sabaton, the priestess Sabaton is a half elf.
Okay. All right.
So,
Well, Lady Alona, I appreciate you actually asking me for this endeavor. I will do everything in my power to make sure that your goal is achieved.
Wonderful spirit there.
If we have a few days, which you said this is going to take a couple of days before we head out, I'm going to do my thing normally where I would, standard prayers to Cord and whatnot, check in with the barracks. You said we got like 30 gold and all that stuff?
Yeah, that's your monthly payment.
I would like to send like 15 of it out as 15 gold and start mailing that out in the next couple of days to soldiers that were formerly in my command, as I always do. And that's it then.
Okay, then.
Okay. I'm not sure Kix has any special preparations other than making sure all of his equipment's in good condition and spending some time relaxing. He's got a forge. Or he's hanging out at one anyway.
Okay. We may, I think, Griffin, you may have to adjust.
Yeah, we're gonna do the shuffle here live.
Exactly, yeah. So,
A live
actually,
shuffle.
we're gonna have a full party, which is cool.
Oh.
Lilith, you have arrived in. Well, you're a tiefling, and I need to explain that tieflings are common because in the last war, there were two nations that both use demonic and devil troops. And, well, then seeing that they were present in the mortal realm, well, things happen. I'm not going to go into specifics. But where I'm actually going to leave the specifics to you, to your character, whether it was a peaceful situation or a little more contentious. I don't want to impose and say, oh, it has to be this way, because it's like, why? Right? There's no real find a reason for that. However, people in most places look upon tieflings or tieflings. I say tiefling because I think of TIE Fighter for some reason. Tieflings and ties, with distrust for the obvious reasons. They're not very common. You might find a family here and there. Like it describes in the player handbook, they tend to, because of that, have a tendency to, be drawn into criminal organizations, etc., or be in the shadows. It doesn't help that many of them also fall into warlock packs. Again, just like generalizations, how they apply to your character or they don't, I leave that entirely up to you. But I do warn you that people might be, at least some of them might be aggressive or distrustful of you. So that's not everybody, especially people in the know, right? And it's been a while since that era. It's been 30 years, so some people might at the very least ignore you. So you might get some hostile reception in some areas to being ignored. With people who are more acquainted with bands of adventurers and mercenaries, and like, well, they bring all kinds. So, I mean, it's just the way it is. They might just ignore it. So, are you a native of the area, or do you believe you came from somewhere else?
I believe I came from somewhere else. I'm definitely a traveler.
Okay, so you basically came from the east, and I traveled to what's called the Central Flannes.
Yep.
Looking for opportunity, work. There's always good work in the borderlands, and this is one of them. Narwhal is not exactly on the border, but it's far away enough that it's most of the time it's safe for most raids, but close enough that still be in the action, so to speak. There are other towns further south, especially further east, which are more considered something more on the front lines. So this is could we consider basically the safe zone, and then there's the front lines, and then there you have the proper empire, the Pomarch to the south. So you have arrived probably in a week or so, right? And are settling in. There's a famous watering hole near the southern entrance. It's called the Gateway. And you found that this is one of the places which is most friendly to your kind. The owner, and then he put him on the screen. It's apparently an old soldier, and he is Luke Davenport. You can see him on screen here.
Yep.
So Luke, an old soldier who has seen all kinds of people. You basically some people treated you roughly, but he basically shooed them away. It's like, don't bother me. And so he's basically, every time you're there, has treated you with kindness and respect, and has not tolerated anybody treating any of his guests unkindly. It's not a bar. It's not an inn. The Gateway is, we'll call it a brewery, a bar and brewery. And Luke works the bar with his nephew, Jim Davenport, who is a younger man, around 16, 17. Everybody calls him Jimmy for short. He has a catchphrase. He almost always behind muttering, saying, "This bar will be one day, but not today." And he goes about his work. And so you probably heard him say that a couple of times as he complains about the heavy work he has to do. However, you haven't seen Jimmy in the last day or so, which is weird because he's basically the gopher. He's both the Davenports work, and they have their employees. They all work, and you don't see anybody lazing around. But Jimmy is the one who really has to do most of the heavy work, right? Go fetch this, do that, take care of the horses if there are any in the barn nearby, etc. But now he's nowhere to be found. You see his uncle be a bit worried, but too busy to do anything about it yet. So he kind of calls out and has talked to different people and muttering on his breath where his nephew might be. Where are you, Jimmy? I'm going in late. I'm going to get a search party for you. But he says that, and proceeds to do whatever else he has to do, right? But you can sense that he's increasingly worried. Are you going to approach him, or simply observe him?
I'll approach because he's shown me kindness. Want to repay that?
Last another round.
I happen to notice you seem increasingly worried. Is it about your nephew?
Oh, Jimmy, sure he's lazing about somewhere, as he does. I mean, he is usually a hard worker, but maybe he's sick and hasn't sent somebody to tell me or something. I guess I should call his mother. But I've been very busy. And she looks at you as like, I'm sorry, lass, I don't wish to impose, but if you would be so kind as to perhaps give a knock on his door. He tells you he lives down like a couple of blocks away. he used to live in his mother's house before she passed away, as one does eventually. Just give him a knock. Make sure. I'm sure he'll scream at you some obscenity or something. If he does, just ignore it and come back and tell me. I usually wouldn't ask this of you. It's just a guess, but you see, I'm very busy. So if you be so kind, then by all means, go ahead.
Course. I'll go check. I'll go check now.
Okay. So both of you, both groups, you're coming out of the temple fairly late because you visited around noon, and between conversations and discussions of what you're about to do, it's evening. So we find ourselves here late at night.
Hey, in the town.
Yeah. In order to go to you're coming from this direction, and in order to go to the gateway to your lodgings, you will have to go here. And Lilith, you're coming from here, and would have to go down here. So it would be, you have to go this way. Everyone else has to go this way. I don't know why these two guys are here.
So we're kind of going to run into each other, basically.
Yeah, basically. So let's start putting tokens on the thing. Lilith, I know I'm throwing a lot at you, but if you wish to finish your character sheet, I would appreciate it as we play.
Yeah.
And so that way, has all the values and all that, so that I can do that. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask them, and we will try our damnedest not to confuse you too much. So let's have two other brave heroes come in.
I don't see myself, or do I need to put myself?
I was gonna put you. Yeah.
Oh,
there you
go.
Let me.
Yeah,
Yep.
the one that actually has all the mechanisms on it.
Yeah, I have mine. So you can control. You can click on your character and move them with your mouse.
Jesus, man, you got 43 HP now.
Yeah, plus 13's real nice.
Oh, that sucks.
Though it also means that between two rolls, I got 11 HP on 2d10s before, so.
This is out of character talk, by the way, because I don't think in game we would say. I think in game it'd be like, "You look like you've been working out, Kix."
Yeah, I got an additional plus 13. But
I'm
Kix will
not
just kind of
gonna point to your thing where it has your armor class and your hit points on your chest, because that would be too.
Yeah,
meta.
I just painted them right off.
Right above you. Wow, your HP's gone up so much.
Have you been doing those military calisthenics I told you about? It's when you do what's called a push-up.
Well, between that and the forge, it's sort of hard to keep any excess weight on. And all the marching we've been doing, and all the charcoal I've been cooking up.
I must be getting old, and I must be getting too old lately. I feel like anytime I eat, the weight just stays.
Well, I mean, at least that's mass to push people around when you got that axe out.
True. This is the strangest conversation. So when actually, no, this makes sense as a off-the-cuff conversation now that I think about it.
We're both like the two beefiest people in town, just going like, oh yeah, look at all.
Just comparing pecs.
I think Wraith is.
What I wonder is, like, how does Wraith feel looking at Kix? And Kix is literally twice his size.
That actually brings up a valid question. Is Wraith familiar with, like, Dragonborn and Tieflings and things like that? Have they been part of the military that he's been in, or no?
Not many Tieflings. Maybe one or two Dragonborn. Again, both of them are relatively rare. You've fought against Lizardmen, but they're not the same. Yeah.
No, they're not. They're weak compared to Kix, who's like towering, I'm sure.
They, for example, do not breathe fire.
That's true.
That's so you can move your tokens. Remember, you're going this way, and you guys are going this way. Okay.
I mean, I'm just rounding the corner, so
yeah. As you do, please give me your passive perception. Your passive perception is your wisdom score plus your your
I'll just let you know, I'm rocking a 10. Absolutely no bonus to see anything happening.
Wow.
Well, we ain't gonna see shit because he
Oh,
rolled a
we
20.
sure aren't. And Kix
and
is
Lilith,
explicitly unarmored.
Lilith would
I have
be your perception plus 10 plus your wisdom score event.
So 13.
Okay, so yeah, you guys didn't see anything. There's you can see that there's not completely dark because there are light sources, just enough to see, especially if you have dark vision. But from in front of you and behind you, several gentlemen step from the shadows.
Oh,
Like so. Let's put them where they need to go.
Oh dear. Are you sure you want to do that?
Yeah.
They're going up
why are they
against.
trying to beat up the two people that just like talked about how beefy they were?
That's a bad idea, gentlemen.
And then
Oh, there's a lot of them.
Oh, they're all good.
these gentlemen are standing here, Lilith. But these gentlemen right here start talking to the men in front of you, the Dragonborn and a human apparently. Well, what do we have here? Some nosy fellows, huh? Well then, we caught the little runt already. Sniffing where he doesn't have to be.
What exactly are
you know.
you doing here?
And what are you talking about, gentlemen?
Oh, you don't tell me you don't know. It does not matter. We're not going to take any chances. I suggest you drop your weapons and have your Dragonborn friend here. And you see one of these guys set up like a rope, like he's getting like a rope ready. We're going to have to shove his trap. Don't want to breathe no fire on us.
Break,
Now,
this sounds like a great time to get some exercise, don't you think?
I do. Gentlemen, are you really sure you want to do this? Because if you have not noticed who we are, I would suggest you actually consider your actions very, very carefully, and I'm going to attempt to intimidate them.
Go ahead.
Ah!
They came
All
prepared. They know
right.
who they're messing with.
My shit rolls continue. Anyway.
Yeah, right. Like we didn't know who we're dealing with. That's why we outnumber you. And he kind of looks over his shoulders like, hey, lass, I suggest you turn around and leave this place before things get nasty.
There's
We
no
have
reason to involve the girl. If your dispute's with us.
No business with you. And like one of the guys like, oh, boss, she has them horns. So what? I don't care. Yeah, boy, this is like devilry and such. I'm not a priest, you moron. I do not care.
Well,
Well,
I am, and I'm about to show you what priests can do, so have at it. As I roll a 2 on initiative.
Oh, yeah. So, just so you know, you can click your token, and then on the sheet you can hit the initiative, and that should go ahead and add you automatically to it with your name, with your character image, and the number you roll.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a great macro to have. It's great.
Oh, no, I'm amazed by it, too. It's made my life so much easier.
Oh, I literally just have my dice out ready to roll.
Oh, that's fine. They go in 12.
Not the best initiative, so.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, they tried. I
know.
guess also as circumstances go, I've already described myself. I'm in town casual. I'm not an armor, but
I always, as a soldier, I always stay armored unless if I'm sleeping.
Yeah, that's probably slightly more fair. Oh, did we just yeah, we just did the camera shuffle. Oh wait, no, it's not recording. I need studio mode.
Did Lilith, did you hit the button?
I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It should be initiative, which is your dexterity. That's it, your dexterity bonus. and it should be a big button that says so. Let me see your character sheets.
I don't think I have my character sheet loaded because it's on my phone, but I can quickly do that now.
Yeah, it shows me that you haven't. You put the name on it, but
Yeah, apologies.
I haven't edited it. No, that's okay. That's okay. So once you open it up, it should say armor class, initiative, speed, and on the word initiative, you click it, and once you put your values in the left side of the sheet, based on your dexterity, it should or any feats as well that you may have, it will do it quickly.
Yep.
So they're talking. Let's put this in order. No, I always say ascending when it should be descending.
I'll go first. It's okay.
Yeah. They haven't. So they're dealing with it. They haven't attacked you yet. They're not going to focus on Lilith because they're ignoring her. And these guys are the ones who are going to attack here. Well, the other two guys sort of close ranks to prevent anybody from escaping. So Kix, you go first.
Okay. Still managing the cameras, but let's go ahead and do it. So I have a sword and I have a shield, and I'm going to go ahead and step up to them. And I think the way I want to begin this is I will actually... If I breathe fire, is there much of a danger of stuff catching fire here? Can I just get these guys in the stone? What's your
Yeah, I
decision on
mean,
that?
you can. I mean, you will scorch some of the buildings, but they're not. Wood just not going to automatically burst on flames. I mean, you
Okay.
might do some damage, and the owners probably won't be happy about it. But yeah, also
Right.
most tile and stone on the outside, so no.
Well,
maybe.
I'll go ahead and give it a go then. Let's open up with fire breath. I have not really ever rolled well on fire breath, have I?
So they're gonna
You
their
welcome my
dexterity.
Yep, dexterity.
Share my
Yes.
pain, Kix.
It's shared.
One failed, and here comes the big bad. Oh, he failed as well. So this one goes by 1. This one goes by 2. And the guy in the back.
Yep. And then I will go ahead and action surge immediately so that I can strike the person in front of me with menacing attack.
Put
A
this in the
16 to
wrong
hit.
line. Yes. Let me. Okay. Yes, this guy you hit with a 60.
Oof, he's about to take 14 points of damage to the face, and if he survives that, he gets a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, no, he did not survive that.
Oof. Well.
Yeah, he's like, oh, what? You see this guy in the back of the hall, like, we need reinforcements as he steps forward to attack. And so they're going to attack both of you, the bandit and the bandit captain. The bandit takes his scimitar and attacks and hits.
Nice.
And the bandit captain also going to take his. He has 2 attacks. For some reason, I don't. Dagger. Huh, weird. He's going to make 3 attacks with a dagger.
Oh, shit.
Kix is about to take a lot of damage to the face. His AC with a shield and no armor is 11.
Ooh. So damage. So you took 8 and 7, 16 points.
Oof.
Mm.
That is substantial.
Brave.
Real quick, what does paralyze do? If I may ask.
You cannot move. Simply, you cannot move. You cannot cast spells. Paralyze.
And they still attack, I guess, is the question.
No, they don't. Condition paralyze. Paralyzed creatures incapacitated. See, the condition can move or speak. The creature summoned fails strength and dexterity saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Any attack that hits a creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature. And I say incapacitated. Incapacitated creature can take actions or reactions. So no, they cannot attack.
Okay, just checking then. I will cast Hold Person on the bandit leader.
Okay, that's a wisdom saving throw.
Yes, it is. I hope they have bad wisdom.
Mm,
Spell
yeah,
save.
apparently did.
All
Yeah.
right. He
Yeah.
is held, paralyzed at the moment. For the
Ah.
duration, it is concentration for up to a minute, so I have to hold that for a little bit.
Mhm.
At the end of each of its turns, the target can make another saving throw. On a success, the spell ends.
Okay. So put this one instead. So that's your action. Kick.
Hey.
These guys see that and they're gonna rush forward to close ranks, and two more guys show up from the corner to do something. So
Uh-oh.
I shout to Kix, cut him down where he stands.
Oh boy. Oh, this is exciting.
Oh, it is.
right here, right here, they have melee They have melee and ranged weapons, so they can actually shoot from where they are. So Kix, it's your turn. This guy is paralyzed. This guy is not. Like he's giving orders, like get them.
Let me go ahead and pull up the sheet. So, I have the leader in front of me, and it's now time to try to end the leader as much as possible. Oh, there was a miss earlier from the bandit captain. I could have actually riposted that. Whoops. So I'm going to go ahead and try using menacing attack on him.
Mhm.
Or, no, I'm going to use distracting strike, because if I don't take him down, I want Braith too.
I appreciate that.
That
So
is
it's a 20.
only a 10.
At 20, because he's paralyzed, all attacks are criticals.
Oh, he is.
Yeah. So essentially, you do an automatic crit.
Oh, in that case, I suppose I roll an extra d10. I don't know if the tactics die also gets doubled here, but that is still 18.
Is it a dice roll?
Yes, it is.
It gets doubled.
Here we go. So that is 18 plus 5, 23.
Oof.
So as he is paralyzed, I smite him.
His turn. At the end of his round, he's going to do something. This guy pumps here and attacks, giving space to this guy who's going to attack, and this guy is going to shoot. So 3 bandits are going to attack.
With language.
Language, children, language. First scimitar roll, second scimitar roll, and light crossbow. I believe all of them miss. Right? You have armor class 12.
11.
Also, the 11 hits.
The
For 6
scimitar
slash.
does miss, and I would like to declare a riposte on that, if that's okay.
That's okay.
As a 27 for 18.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
greatly regretting that.
Oh, yeah. He's down. These two
Okay.
push past beside you, Lilith, not caring that you're there.
But that scimitar
and-
did hit for 6, okay.
And they fire 2 bolts at Braith.
Please do so. Miss. Hit.
For 6. Please roll a concentration check.
Yes. Let me pull up the sheet. Where the hell is that now?
It's a saving. It's a.
No,
Wisdom.
I'm trying to find it on the sheet where I would have to roll it. That's all.
I believe it's a wisdom saving throw for you, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Oh, that's it. Then I think I'm good.
It makes another saving throw to see if it frees itself. Rolls wisdom. Oh, it does.
All right, he's free now, but
All
that
right.
was a nice hit.
He does lose his action, because that happens at the end, but I mean,
Yeah.
at least he's free.
Are you good with these guys? Do you want me to go take care of the ones up north?
I think she may need some assistance, Braith.
I
But
didn't-
you could also go ahead and step in and, like, take advantage of the, advantage that's on the bandit leader now that he's free. So, that's a tactical decision for you, I think.
The idea. So all right, so they just push past the tiefling that's up north.
Yeah.
So they're not even paying her any mind.
No. For them, they're dealing with you guys. You're the focus of their attention.
All right.
At
So
this moment.
if that is the case, then the tiefling is not in any danger at the moment. So I will cut down their leader.
Okay.
Move in. Great axe comes over my head onto his face.
Yeah.
$17? Or is that with the 25?
No, it'll be 17, and the 17 will hit.
Oh, good. Oh, wrong button. I do that each week. 10 plus 9, so 19 damage.
No, I believe just a 10. Because how much you have? What's your bonus for strength? It should be
3.
calculated already.
It is plus 3, so I don't know why the 9's there.
It's if you roll a critical.
You did. Your first attack was with the great axe there, and so when you click that, it rolled the critical, and you had advantage.
Oh, well, regardless, it is 10 plus 3, so 13. Oh no, just 10. I'm sorry,
Just
it
10,
does it automatically.
Yeah, he's fairly hurt, but still there.
Oh, you bastard! Why are you still alive? Do you need healing?
I'll be good. Don't worry about me yet.
Roger that. I guess top of the order. Or?
I guess so.
Go ahead.
Okay. Top of the order with kicks. I'm gonna go ahead and second wind. Restores 5. Alright, maybe I do need the healing eventually. However, I'm going to go ahead and attempt to finish this guy off. I'm going to go with another distracting strike. And critically hit him. For, 30. Oh, dear. This poor guy has been set up again and again to just be completely demolished.
So how much damage did you do?
30.
Yeah, he's down.
Down? He doesn't exist.
Just coming at the shoulder and hit the neck. Oh my gosh.
These guys are gonna do wisdom saves to see if they stick around or they flee. Oh, they took down the boss. They get out of here. One stays. The other one stays. Barely staying. Oh, this guy runs. This guy right here runs past you, Lilith, and just starts running here this way. But these other two is like, well, we're gonna avenge you, boss. Steps
Look,
over,
he's finally exhausted.
And this guy's gonna come and try to attack here. So 2 for kicks, 1 for Braith.
Okay.
The 2 for kicks. That's 1 hit. For 5 slashing. And the 1 for Braith.
What's our
They were trying to take you down, but now that the boss is dead, they're just, they're going for the kill.
Yeah, so that's only 1 hit for 5. So my second wind gets knocked out of me.
And attack from behind. Okay, from behind. That's a miss.
Yep.
Their turn. This guy just keeps running over there.
He's out of there.
You should not have attacked me from behind as I raised my great axe on his face.
What are you gonna do about it?
Well, I will crit you.
Oh no! Roll.
Ah, damn it! Only 10 damage. But that's 10 damage.
He's still there. Badly, he had a leather cap, and you can see blood running down inside of his face as you slash. Instead of burying the axe in his head, you slashed across his scalp, and you're like, oh, they'll pay for that.
I suggest you sit down and surrender now, and I'm going to intimidate him again. If that's okay, can I do that as like a separate action, or do I have to do that another turn?
That'll be another turn.
Okay. Well, I shout that anyway, so I'm done.
Kicks, it's your turn.
All
You
right.
have 2 in front of you and 1 behind.
Top of the round. I've expended everything. I can only stab him now. I'm gonna stab one of these two. There are
Okay.
3 people here, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm gonna go after this guy.
Okay.
So, stabby stab. 10.
No, that's a miss.
Not great. So, Kix is slowly becoming more and more exhausted as time goes on.
Take these guys out.
Oh
Good
dear.
bucket.
What happened with that macro?
Oh no, we've been attacked by a virus.
Oof.
Oh, that was the guy keeping track of the bandits' initiative, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I know it's 12. It's their turn.
Yup.
Yeah. So again, 1 attacks Brave, and the other 2 go for the giant. You Lily are going 24. Is that what you're? That's the roll.
Clove?
Oh, sorry. I couldn't quite hear you.
It's all good.
Sorry about that. Is that 24 initiative roll or attack roll?
Did I roll? I didn't even realize.
Let's press a button.
Oh,
Don't worry about
Yeah, I don't know what I did.
it. Don't worry about it. It's okay. So the one that's attacking Brave, he's still feeling brave. So
That's a hit.
yeah, that's a hit for 6, and the 2 going after Kicks.
I'm going to go ahead and intercept some of Braith's damage.
Okay, with your
So-
shield. Okay,
7. Aha!
everything
Swords
was
flow.
intercepted. Yeah. But in retaliation, one of them hits you.
Okay.
For 4 damage.
-4.
I'll have to heal you in a second.
Well, these guys really they're going for blood, right?
I can tell. Kix is dying by nicks and cuts here right now. He has no armor, and he's defending Braith instead of himself.
Defend yourself. So much so, I'm going to do a, let's see. You know what, let's take out some guys. All right. The guy that's trying to stab me in the back that's been wounded, I said, I warned you, and I'm going to knock him down.
Mhm.
Hopefully.
Are you going for lethal or non-lethal?
I should have declared it before I rolled, but,
You're using a great axe, so I'm assuming you're going lethal unless you tell me otherwise.
yeah, it's a lethal hit, so that's 20
Yeah.
to hit.
Well, you kill it because minimal damage. You're going to kill it. So tell me how he goes down.
I said I warned you, and I just bring the axe into his stomach this time,
Oof.
getting him like right in the gut. Pull it out, probably taking some of the entrails with it,
Oof.
and he just goes down. And I'm giving you a healing word.
Okay.
So I believe it is a D4 plus 3 on my end now. Yes, D4 plus wisdom. So as a bonus action, I go to Kicks and I mutter a small prayer to Cord. Protect this valiant warrior, for his strength knows no bounds. D4 plus 3 for healing.
Alright, give it to me.
I was going to let you roll it, but if you want, I'll do it.
I mean, it's your stuff. Whoever does it first. I beat you to it. There we go.
'cause
5 points.
I forgot what the roll was, so to do it normally. It's like
So
slash, right?
Mhm.
Just
Yeah,
one
that's
slash.
Slash R, and then the dice you're going to use. Plus or minus. So yeah, you heal 5 points.
Yay.
So Kicks, up to you.
Alright, up to me. I do need to eliminate at least one of these people, so I'm going to go ahead and try stabbing the guy in front of me.
Okay.
Let me get the right page up here. Oh, so many pages.
Hmm.
Stabbing time. 10.
Nope.
Jeez, that is some terrible rolling. Well, I tried. Wraith, it's up to you.
We have to finish up these guys for the boss. What about the other guy? Shut it, just do it. That's a miss. And I believe that's a hit on
If you're going for me,
Kicks.
that's it.
for 7 points of damage.
Ooh,
I,
goes
I
deep.
I do not have an intercepting thing, unfortunately.
I know.
Break,
oh,
you're up.
Okay. All right, guy right in front of me. I'm going to take the handle of my great axe and bash it over, his head, because basically is my code for doing this non-lethally.
Mhm.
16.
Oh, that's a hit, yeah.
Ignore that. I pressed the wrong button. It's 12.
It's enough.
Hey.
It's enough.
All right, he's knocked out.
Yeah, he goes down. You break his nose. Like, oh, blood is coming out. He falls down to his knees. And
I look at the other guy and I say, "Are you sure you want to continue?"
well, it's not his turn, so he can't do anything right now.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm giving him the warning.
Yeah, Kicks, your turn.
I will go ahead and attempt to make a grab for this guy now that he's the only person still standing.
And grapple him. Okay.
Yep, I assume this is a strength roll to make it happen, so...
It's
15.
Okay, so in his turn, he's going to try to get away with his strength roll of his own. Does he have a... He doesn't have any skills, just has to do straight. Oh, you grapple. Like, oh.
Quit your struggling.
Yeah, with everybody down or have fled, you have this guy, you captured him. And the other guy has like rolling in the ground with blood coming from.
Not entirely unconscious, but completely unable to speak.
Yeah.
I take I take rope out of my pack and tie up the guy I knocked onto the ground and broke his nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, take care of this guy next, please.
Oh, okay. I'll actually do him first, because that guy on the ground ain't going anywhere for a second.
Yeah.
So I assume both of them are tied up with the feet of rope I have.
Okay. Yeah.
And yes. Also, one more thing I want to do, obviously, is give you some healing kicks. So I'm going to cast a cure
I'll
light
definitely
on you.
accept it. But while you're rolling that, I probably will go ahead and walk down the alleyway towards Clove and just say, lady, are you all right there? I'm sorry that you got ambushed by these ruffians.
Well, it's not every day that this happens, but yes, I'm quite fine.
I'm a little bit stunned by it myself. I thought I'd actually have a day to relax. I've been shown otherwise. My name is Kix. Kix the Shield. It's a pleasure to meet you. You
My name
new
is
in town.
I am. I'm just on my way to see a barkeep's nephew. Just to check up on him.
Oh, Jimmy. Oh, I hope he's all right. Well, I think we'll
You
probably
know
have to...
of him?
I do. He's served us a few times when his father's a bit his uncle is indisposed.